I want to respond to some questions that I have been getting. First things first, I want you guys to understand that your marriage restoration is going to be restored and it's going to happen by God's power, okay? I used to make the mistake to always look at the natural, always looking for change, when really I was postured the wrong way. I would always look at, his actions or what he was saying to look to see if God was working. I would always look on social media and everything in the physical. I was also looking for him to basically make up his mind or make a decision. Something that God really opened my mind up to understand is that it's not by them, if that makes any sense. Like, the change comes from the power of God. If you are a person that is standing and fighting and you're looking for change within your spouse, your heart is set on what they're doing and what you're looking for to validate your faith, you're not in the right posture. God is requiring you to believe without seeing. Like, you have to get to a place where you believe God, even while they're filing for divorce, even if they're out of the home, even if you haven't talked to them within 2 to 3 years. Like, you have to believe the Lord, okay? When it comes to waiting on God, you are not the dictator of the timeline. So, like, if people are asking, well, how long do I do this for? It's up to God how long you do it for. I want to reposition your mind into understanding that their restoration, like, you are going to be restored by God's power and his sovereignty and everything that he decides to do in the heart of your spouse. So your eyes have to be fixed on God and not your spouse. I know you probably hear me say this a plethora of time, but a lot of times what I've learned to do, if I see them or if I see something going in the opposite direction, then I always use that as wisdom on learning where to direct my intercession. And when things are getting worse, you guys, when you guys are praying, you have to understand that that's evidence that your prayers are working. Worse does not mean that God is not doing it, if that makes any sense. When you understand the spiritual realm, you have to understand that you are fighting against demonic altars and you are fighting against your spouse's generational curses that's on their bloodline. And Satan will wage war against your intercession because he wants you to stop praying. If you're looking at your spouse and you're waiting for them to change, take your eyes off of them. The change comes from God, okay? It is by the power of God and the circumstances that he raises up against them, okay? Remember, God does not override anybody's free will. However, God will create circumstances and he will create blockages and he will create situations to where their decision is not blessed, okay? You are not the one that decides anything on this stand. It is up to you following the Holy Spirit and what the Holy Spirit is telling you. I know it's hard, but it's possible. God restores marriages all the time. When these marriages are restored, it is all by his power. So you just have to focus on what is God asking you to do. Focus on what is God asking you to do. If you do not know what God is asking you to do, fix your posture. Are you in prayer? Are you spending time with God? Are you reading the word? If you don't know where to start with reading the Bible. That is how you get to know who God is and how he speaks to his people. I pray that this video has blessed you. You guys, I am super excited for all the responses for everybody who got the Did God Tell Me to Stand ebook. I sent them all out this morning. If you got the pre-order purchase, your ebooks is in your email. Please check your profile. Check your promotion and your spam. Okay. Now, For those who missed the promotion, I still have the ebook bundle that has been released today at a very affordable price, okay? And this helps people to really figure out if God has asked them to do this, okay? It has 2 ebooks, and it basically teaches you the process that God takes you through to stand, and how to discern confirmation from God and the devil. How do I know if it's me? My ebook teaches all of that. And then you have another ebook of prayers if you don't know how to pray for clarity. That is in the link in my bio. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.